Is it now saying REC?
Yeah.
It should be saying REC.
Now what do I do?
That's fine. Keep pointing at me.
Go.
What happens when you eat one of these things? It has sugar, salt, and fat in it. The New York Times has identified snacks as the prime source of distraction for the brain. When you have one of these things, it makes you want to eat more. This is a form of addiction. What I'm trying to do is introduce to you something new. This is called brain health. This kind of stuff is nuts. Nuts have something called omega-3, which is an oil. That oil is used to improve the connections inside your brain. When you learn something new, you make a connection called a synapse. Nuts provide, if you chew them properly, you have to chew them like 20 times before you swallow them. So then the oil gets inside your brain. Do not look at anyone else. Please turn it off and start all over. Because you twisted that and pointed to someone else, we have to start all over.
Again?
No, that was him.
Okay,
That's
I'm
all.
so good.
You're okay. Are you recording now? Okay. Once again, New York Times has identified these items as ineffective for learning. They are chips, anything with salt, sugar, or fat. They are engineered to make you want more, so you have an addiction. I'm introducing you to nuts. Nuts is a very good way for students to build the brain cells. When you make a new memory, you have a synapse or connection. When you eat a nut, it wraps that connection with this oil. So when you go to sleep, it solidifies it. So the next morning you have that memory. That memory is then reinforced when you eat this again. So you get layer on layer of the omega-3. If you eat this, you are basically giving yourself a high, which you then the next day say, oh, I'm hungry again. I want some more cookies. Oh boy. It is a cycle of addiction, and I invite you to try nuts. However, I'm not forcing you. If you want, these were selected by my students because they said, that's not what they want, Mr. Steve, they want this. So you can have your choice of what you want to eat. Thank you very much for recording.
Wait, can we
And
eat
it
a
goes
little
off.
bit of both?
You can have a little bit of both, sure. These nuts will be